Welcome back to the shuffling sound of ghosts below us, I must assume. Or perhaps it is a corporeal man that I have left stranded down in the sand amidst the spikes. There he is. He is corporeal indeed. Mystery solved. Still shuffling away. It's fantastically ineffective. And so was that. Hoping to get a yee-haw ambush in on him, but well, that did not work. Ah yes, and I am just now remembering that I am trapped down here, A, and out of Estus, B. I'm enjoying this, though. Welcome back. So sorry. Bit of a strange position to jump back into, but we are in the sanctum city of Shulva, deep within it, in what appears to be some sort of dragon-based Rubik's Cube we've found ourselves stuck in. And I just figured out, oh thank goodness, that you don't actually have to fight those ghosts. You can find their bodies and destroy them, which is very, very helpful. It looks like I am not connected to the chat. Let me refresh briefly. Refresh the old laptop. And see if that helps. I hope it does. It does no longer says connecting to the chat. At the very least. Hello, how are you this morning? I am seeing things. That's not how I am this morning. I'm just seeing your chat message. No chat for you. Come back. In 10 years. We've upped it. You've made the super ban list. No lobster bisque. Oh, well, okay. I'm devastated that there isn't going to be any lobster bisque. But okay. So at this point, as devastating as it would be to respawn all of the guys, I am very, very tempted to jump back with that aged feather in order to replenish my Estus. But I suppose I should give one more slash at this guy. Because while there are no sorceresses and archers, etc. around here, it is quite a time. Quite a time to be alive. So I will switch back to my life gems. In fact, I will go ahead and use one. Because this isn't going to go well. Mm-hmm. 666 points of damage. I'm sure there's nothing sinister about that at all. Alright. So we do have quite a few items to grab scattered about, and now that I'm down here, I may be able to shoot this switch through the lower hole, if you'll pardon my vernacular. Nope. Just a bit too high. Is there another... There does not appear to be a line of no spikes on that side. It appears to be spikes all the way down. This angle, not too bad. First person angle, terrible. Alright. I don't think I have anything necessarily that prevents physical damage beyond just massive armor sets. I could switch into something crazy like Smelter Demon for a moment. Fire defense is not what I need, but I'm hoping it will be thick enough at least to prevent me from dying while also being durable enough not to break while I'm standing out there. Despite my exposed midriff. Let's see how bad this is. Slightly doable. There's no Estus, it's freaking me out, but yeah. Let's check the armor. Yeah, it's doing fine. Chipping away. Alright. Probably not a good idea to roll out of there. Ouch. Ouch in my midriff. Ouchie midriff parts. Yeah, that was close. Desperately, desperately close. Okay, and now how am I gonna hit it? Let's check up here again. Thanks, Rubik's Cube. And Rubik himself, whoever that was. Used to have caught a lot of flack for the cube. Broke out of it too soon. And threw off my own aim. Alright. I think we can finally get past there now. Hooray! I have to be more careful to look for hidden switches for things like this. High up. Or perhaps... Exhibit A? Oh my gosh. Okay, well I feel quite a fool. In my midriff-bearing armor, here in the summer breeze, for no reason whatsoever. Alright, that's fine. I had to feel a fool eventually. Might as well be today. It might as well. I'm not speaking correctly. But when have I ever? Alright, looking good. Looking handsome again. I'm missing a little bit of midriff, but it'll be fine. And we pressed on through while there were no enemies. I'm proud of us. What did we get? What did we get? Denial! Yeah, that makes sense. I'm definitely deep within the 5 stages, even now. Good to have physical confirmation of this. Alright, so if you're going through here, do check out that switch. Just above the second raised platform there. Really handy. Really quite nice. I'm still hoping beyond hope that there will be some way to activate an elevator back up to the bonfire down here. That is what I am looking for. That is what is taking me so very long. Oh, I remember that guy, yeah. We did leave someone down here as we were racing around furiously. Okay. What else did we leave down here? Beyond a fog gate, if I'm remembering? It may be all. Yes, sadly no bonfire. Just a fog gate. And I am still human. I haven't been seeing any summon signs. So we may be on our own for that one, even if we can replenish our Estus. Good morning. Welcome. I hope everyone is having a good weekend out in the wide world. And the narrow world, if that's where you happen to live. I don't want to be exclusive. So it looks like we still have quite a ways down. We are not even halfway to the floor. And it's this complicated. Is that what you're telling me? Eyeballs? Okay. So I am genuinely not sure what could be considered the way forward here. Maybe this is just a side passage, and I have missed some other point of progress. Because I just seem to be stuck down here. I can go through the fog gate, or not. Those are my options. I didn't expect that guy for some reason. And I couldn't tell you why. I couldn't tell you why I haven't expected him. Well, there we go. There's my humanity and souls and everything I wanted so desperately to preserve. Gone in a blink. Fair enough. This should put us back at a bonfire, though. Pardon me for one moment. Goodness. I've got that early morning nose. The less we say about that, the better. Okay. 10 Estus flasks. My spells have been replenished. I am back atop the Sanctum City. Like the cherry on top of an ice cream sundae, glistening away. That's me. I'm seeming to remember that I can ambush this guy. If I can catch the right angle. Ah. Did not catch the right angle. We have Estus again. That's lovely. Get off the cliff. This is one of those reenactments of The Lion King that you paid such a high ticket price for. It's finally happening. So this is what I kept hoping to find. I must be in the wrong area for that. However, this is good to be back up here because I do believe we found 2 items. We found a dragon stone and then like a key. I think it was a sword, like a puzzling stone sword. There we go. Ah, jeez. Where is that puzzling stone sword? I want to get a look at it. Magnetic stone. It segments into separate pieces when swung, like a whip. That sounds amazing. I have to see that in action, actually. I doubt it will be upgraded to any point of use, but I would love to see this fantastic. Oh, that is so cool. I love the ingenuity of these weapons. Alright, so that was one of the weird things I got. What was the other? Dragon Stone operates the Sanctum contraption. So this must open some door that I could not open previously. Let's go back into the Sanctum itself and check. One more chance, dragon friend. One more chance to aid me. But I understand. It's not your bag, baby. Ah, he poked me at the last second. Just before I fired off my... It's getting weird now. Ahem. Okay, across we go. Gonna find a puzzling door contraption, and I'm gonna fill it with dragonstone. There it is. Or maybe not. That may be a different key we found. Hi. Are you singing, or are you having a bad time? You're having a bad time, it seems. And there's another one behind me. Okay. Okay, sure. Yeah. No, I knew that all along. I definitely wasn't completely unawares. I didn't even know it was that long a room. Goodness. I kind of thought, yeah, it's a little square with a chest in it. Sure. Let's try this again. Ahem. Oh, that was anguished. I'm sorry. Sorry to leave you so anguished. So, 5 chests? They can't all be good news. You know the old saying. I have no idea what that old saying would be. Okay, there's one. 3rd time's the charm? Is that the saying that's applicable here? Or is it fool me once? Is that the saying? Is the saying perhaps, my kneecaps? Curiosity is killing me. Okay. I can't believe it, but we're 5 for 5. Lightning clutch ring. Interesting. What does that do? Increases lightning attack, but reduces physical defense. Interesting. I wonder how much the lightning attack increase would be, because I am holding a lightning weapon. But I also am holding a lightning weapon that precludes me from holding a shield. So a lowering of physical defense, tough sell. Oh, I'm hearing skittering again. Lucky me. So much on either side. I don't really know where they came from. Trying not to think about it. Lovely paint job in here. Appreciate the subtle lavender hues. So where am I exactly? Where am I? What is this? It's not the time, Rock Shield Balder. What are you, mad? Oh, but I will bow at you. If I have time to bow at you. What is that? Ah, it prevents me from using Estus. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for that. He also has a very, very high poise armor set. And it's hard to stagger. Ah, that was close. Alright. Let me use my Estus again. Thank you, please. Oh my. Now there's a comment. Speaking of skittering, I haven't heard the rats in my ceiling for a while. Hoping they left to greener pastures. But I guess you won't find out until hot weather. I also hope they have left. Unless they are friendly. Which most rats, in my experience, are, but, you know, there's always that occasional grumpy rat. I'm glad you don't have to deal with nightly skitterings. That sounds rather unnerving. The Priestess's Chamber. I wonder if that is the singer in question. Okay. So I'm guessing that lit up area there is the first bonfire. Which does have an elevator beneath it that it looks like you would get to after we exit the boss arena at the base of the ziggurat there. That must be the other bonfire, yeah, that we had to get across the raised platforms to get to. Okay, that makes sense. So I am just up on the upper level now, which is the topmost crossing, I believe. Just trying to get my bearings here. So what does this do? Is it bringing a person? No? Just the elevator? I have to say that is my preference. So we can go down, or we can go spelunking. I suppose I should get back into human form. In case I am missing a friend. Oh, yikes. My mic just popped loudly in my ears, but I hope it was just on my side. If not, please send my apologies to your ears. Okay. No summon signs. Necessarily. Take a quick peek back here. Nope, they've respawned. Good. Good to know. Okay, so I definitely still need to keep looking around in the ziggurat proper. I still have that stone mechanism. In addition to the sanctum key we used, we have 2 fog gates now, and not a summon sign in play. There's a middle exit to that, it seems. Where is this? Okay. So we have a shortcut up from either bonfire now, it seems, and I can get back into the ziggurat that way to try my stone mechanism. Perfect. So, where would I find summon signs? Interesting. Kind of popped out of nowhere. Must have lured them over to the elevator. May as well take the chance to clear them out. Hey, you. Pokey pokey. I don't know if I went up here, even. Let me check it real quick. I may not have. Surely, 6th time's the charm. Come on now. If I don't get soundly impaled by one of these, well then I just don't know if I'm playing Dark Souls. Huh. A torch. A couple of torches, perhaps. I haven't seen many of those in Shulva. Okay. Interesting. Let's, yank a torch back. One moment here, I'll be right back. So sorry. Got stuck in the endless cycle of hand washing there. I'll be right back. Let me look up one thing. Okay, so sorry. So let me see if I can drag some flame back, just in case these are, useful torches, or some sort of mechanism. Never can be sure. Oh, that was very strange. I was watching my other screen, my laptop chat screen, out of the corner of my eye. While I was climbing down that ladder, light a torch. I don't want to rest, because that would bring back all the skitterers. And so I was like halfway down the ladder on my laptop by the time I hit the bottom on my Xbox. And I was very confused. I was looking at the wrong place. Hello, hello, and welcome. Good to see you there. You thought you heard something growling in the game, but it was your stomach. The finest boss of all. The most deadly of bosses. Alright, well that'll look pretty from over there, but does not appear to have done anything of importance. Not that looking pretty from over there isn't important. It's really one of my main goals in life. It's for you to stand over there, and for me to look pretty. But just out of range to where you can really make out any of my features whatsoever. It's all just kind of a blur. That's how I look pretty. That's how I get away with it. So glad you're here. And I am doing all right. Wrestling with my voice, as always. Very glad to be among such fine company. Oh, that is very kind. I'm being told I do look pretty, even up close. That is kindness upon kindness. Okay. So it kind of seems like we have to be brave and step through a fog gate if we want to continue here. However, there is one more thing I can check that will allow me to skirt the issue, say. We now know that we can destroy the corpses, the red, glowy corpses. Oh, I forgot there's a middle section to that too, I just missed. Let me check that as well, while we're here. So I want to go back to the first level of the ziggurat, where there's that, like, treasure room. Okay. Do I want to be on this side? There is a treasure chest, but I would love to get a peek over there. Oh well, maybe next time. So I want to go back to that treasure room and remove the ghosts from play. I'm also not sure if that's permanent, their corpses, or if you have to destroy the red glowy corpses every time. I guess we'll find out. Okay. And how is this going to lead to my sudden, agonizing death? Ah, good. It is the other side I was curious about. Thank you. Thank you for satisfying both sides of my curiosity. Well, that was too close. Not too close, even. It was just close enough. So I'm not sure if there is anything else to grab there, or if that's just the way back down. I suppose we should check it, just to be safe. If you'll pardon me. I'm making hasty jumps again. It's actually my nickname in high school. Peter Hasty Jumps. No, I'm kidding, of course. It was more like Peter Baleful Sloth Lewis. I'm still kidding, of course. I've never seen another human being or been outside. So I want to go this way, in search of ghosties. I really wish I had an easier way to take care of these guys. There's really nothing for it but to press through against the poking. And yes, I see you mentioning Discord there. Our dear friend, Chaostic Bubble, has set up a Discord, which I am looking at now in terms of Twitch integration and such. I'm hoping we will be able to figure something out. If that is of interest to anyone. A sort of a community chat for catching up and ensuring that we're all taking our vitamins without being too bothersome about it. You know, I'll only remind you twice a day. It's no big deal. Okay, so I want to race in and take out that redness there. Some way, somehow. Let's try it. Okay. A little bit of tough sell with the Zweihander. There we go. Now they are no longer in ghostly form, which, oh goodness, makes it easier. They take much more damage when not in ghostly form. So close. Didn't have enough stamina for that last swing I wanted because I was blocking him. I did not juggle my stamina. Okay, headed back down. Gotta get those treasure items. I'm not sure if these guys respawn. This will be the first time I can really test it. That is the most awesome nickname I think I've ever heard. Hanosaurus Rex. That's a feather in the cap. The king of all beasts. It doesn't get any better than that. Alright, let's try to press on through again. This is a new move I'm calling the Hanosaurus Rex. Very effective. Oh, yeah. I'm sure you're gonna want to get involved every time. I should likely be more careful with my my willy-nilly use of real nicknames. They may have some unpleasant memories attached. My apologies. Not intending to make light of anything. I know my own school memories certainly do. How did that not result in fun? I don't get it. Do you have a defense back? Is that the problem here? You shelled out extra for one of those defense backs? Okay. So it does look like they respawn, but they do not respawn as ghosts. I am happy enough with that. So what do you have for us, treasure room? Oh, good. Highly encouraged. Highly encouraged my willy-nilliness. Well, that doesn't sound right at all. Yeah, that would have been a good one to read. Okay, let's just take our life into our hands here. Ah, Katarina Helm. That explains the visions of friend message. Yes, indeed, our dear, dear onion friend. That makes me happy in my spirit, or whatever it is I have in there. Just thinking about Onion Man. Okay, once again, 5 for 5. They have to be setting me up for failure here. In high school, you were known as Predator because nothing could kill you. We have contention for the most badass nickname title, I think. That was a very solid hit you got in, sir. I'm impressed. No, we're all impressed. Tell me, how does that one feel? Ah, he got his revenge in by poisoning me. That's fair. Darn. Should have taken a sip first. I was thinking I could probably slip it in. All that's back there is that chest, I think. But I sure would like to take a peek. And at this point, I think I can basically give up on summon signs. I have not seen a single one. I haven't seen any player summons either, for that matter. There's plenty of ghosts running around. But no one wants to be helpful, it seems. I say that, I have not put my helpful summon sign down either, so, you know. Good morning and welcome. You caught me alive. I can't believe it. Gonna have to redo all my security codes. That was somehow meant to be welcoming. I don't know how it did. Got me again. Okay. I am not being aggressive enough across my bridges, apparently. They're trying to teach me with slow pokes to the nipples that I need to be more aggressive. These, DLC areas are, by design, quite a bit harder than most of the other areas in the game, coupled with the fact that I have not actually ever played through this part. I've played through the rest of the game many times, but this is my actual first scrape through it with you all here, so I do appreciate your patience. I am learning, slowly. If I can get that one off, it really, really helps. It's the only move I seem to have that can usually stagger them. And now I'm going to use cheap ranged battle for these guys. A potential echo effect on my voice. I can certainly try to reset things here if that is the case. Do let me know if anyone else is hearing it there. I'd be happy to fiddle. Okay. And now, of course, I'm not saying anything, just as I asked you to test. Sure thing. I will hope that it's not on my end, but I can definitely reset my mic here if needed. I don't want to get too close to those guys, lest I be poisoned again. Yikes. So desperately close to dying with every one of their swings. Come on. There we go. Just put you all over there. And then I'll go grab this. No big deal. That sure looks like a door. And a button. Okay. Aimed it. Or rather, just did not aim it at all. Okay, that was totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary amount of movement. But it just gets confusing when there's three of them. Yikes. Let's try to hit that button. Absolutely. Let me know if it is still happening there. So sorry. And it looks like we have a redemption of the Nam-Nams. So I have gone French instead. and very badly. Stereotypically French at that. No, we will need to go German, slightly German, not too German, you know, but just a little bit to give you the flavor of the. Now I'm French again. It's gonna be one of those mornings, eh? Gonna be those mornings where I'm French, no matter what I do. One moment here. We will take out the sparkly magic lady with her soot sprites. Her many various soot sprites. Not very weak to fire, and I don't want to jump down there. The only thing I have is ranged, because I'll be stuck down there. But I would like to just grab that without being shot in the back. Would be peachy keen. Getting shot in the front, regardless. Okay. Now I can hopefully grab this. If it's not a trap. Ah, lovely. Bunch of nice upgrade items. Alright, so I think we finally have that area clear, and we don't need to worry about it. Cleared out the treasure room. Lovely. So now we have the boss gate below and the boss gate above. Fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it, as you can tell from the general tone of my voice. Let's go back out to this elevator, I suppose. Easy enough. I'll be right back here, one moment. Pardon me, I am back. And welcome. I see tentacles in the chat. That's good. Yes, that's what I like to see. What? Ah, so glad that worked to remove the echo effect. Though I'm sorry that I don't sound super cool anymore. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, that would have been nice. But it's over now. The era of echoing has passed. Alright. While I have really nothing to lose, couple of souls, pocket change, let's see what's beyond this wall. I'm excited. I'm not at all terrified. Super excited, I promise. The Cave of the Dead. Visions of trapping inside. Well, yeah, that seems to be the case with just about every ledge in this area. So if I jump down, I may be stuck there. However, we do have the Aged Feather, so that should be fine. We can get out. Hello? Is this where I meet my, evil Sith version of myself? The potential Sith within me? Doesn't seem to be quite enough dry ice for that, but I guess we'll see. I really should have brought a torch with me, but I wasn't thinking clearly. Hey, everybody. Alright. So far, so good. These red-eyed statues sure are, well, they're just chilling me to my very marrow, is the way I'd like to say it. Who's got a little bow and arrow? Who's plunking at me? Show yourself. I don't even know what that status effect is. Is it like petrification or something? Or maybe just bleeding? I don't know. Looks like there's a very, very nasty area down there. Filled with who knows what. Oh, there's the guy who's plunking at me. Plucking my heartstrings. Killing me softly. Tearing my heart out. The healing powers of Estus were not quick enough. So interesting, this does not seem to be a boss. It is rather a, uncomfortable cave area. I suppose I'll take it. Alright. Sipping away here, pardon me. So this seems like a very, very difficult spot, with many different status effects in play. Let me see if I can just take a pass, a coward's pass, and get the lay of the land here. Usually get more progress on a coward's pass than you would think. Oh hey, I haven't seen you fellows since the Black Gulch. How's it going? That looks like Hovel the Rock. That looks like... Oh my. This looks like a bad idea for me, really. Well, I gave him a taste. That's about all I could hope to do there. So very interesting. Seems to be some ancient grave guarded by human, or at least hollow, adventurers from an ancient age. Someone from Mira there, judging by the hat. Someone from wherever Hovel is from, if not Hovel himself. Interesting. I don't know if that's like some sort of covenant area, necessarily, or if it's just a path on that I will have to learn how to best. Because yikes, 3-on-1 against, fairly human opponents is very, very difficult. So that is interesting. I think I may actually end it here for now for the Dark Souls portion of the morning. It's almost an hour we're coming up on, and I would love to maybe grind out a bit more before heading into that mess. That is rather strange. There is one other thing we can do while we're already in the game, though. Let's head back here. And while we're heading back here, we can give some thought, collectively, to if there's another game, perhaps, that would be fun to play today. We finished our Telltale's Walking Dead Season 1 playthrough. And I need something else to kind of supplement weekends, as it were. And I am wondering what that should be. I keep thinking Portal, but I'm not exactly sure. So while I run back here, if anyone has any thoughts or suggestions about a game I have been playing that I have not in a while, I am more than open to it. There's some things you have to consider very carefully as it relates to the memories of the Giants. Even though they are in different areas, different bonfire areas, I think all of the memories of the Giants are raised by this bonfire, because this is like the boss, effectively. All the other giant memories are like making your way to the boss, and then this giant memory is the boss of the memory zone, let's call it. And so when you raise the bonfire ascetic here, it actually increases the health and damage that every giant in every memory does. So it's very much worth it to have gone through all the memories first, and make sure that you have all of the items to pick up, etc., before you turn it into a nightmare of New Game Plus statistics. But I would like to go ahead and burn one here. I believe I've cleared out the areas sufficiently. And I'd like to burn just one to bring back these giants. And it should also bring back the... I love that. What is done cannot be undone. Like, yeah, you've made a huge mistake in raising the health of the guys in Dark Souls. So this should bring back the boss. And I'm wondering if I need to be human to get Ben Hart of Yugo involved. I may need to be. Just in case. I do also believe that there's a Cyan Knight outside of this door, and if you get close enough to it, the King's Ring will activate, and it opens, and he has also had his health doubled. It's something to remember if you're just sort of casually wandering around here. Oh good, it's not too much of an effect just yet. It doesn't get real bad until you're in double-digit bonfire ascetics. And that gets a little strange. Alright, so let's try this. The thing that I like about using the aesthetic here, the ascetic, I always do that, is that the boss isn't that hard to beat. His moveset is pretty standard, and even if he does a devastating, one-hit amount of damage, you can usually roll to avoid it and slowly whittle him down. But the really nice thing about this memory is that since there are catapults... Lovely. Captain Drummond is now joining me since I found him in that other memory. It's fantastic. Since there are catapults, some of the other giants just die as a side effect, as part of the war, and since you're the strongest soul around, you get their souls. Would typically be absorbed by the giant boss, I must imagine, but not today. Not today, giant boss. Another thing to remember about bonfire ascetics is that they replace the items in addition, so you can collect extra copies of things. And what's handy about that is that you need a bonfire ascetic to get in here, and you get a bonfire ascetic every time. So it evens itself out. It's very, very helpful. Looks like Drummond has made it down to the Giant Lord. The health bar just popped up. But I'm not ready yet. I'm still trying to get the catapult to kill this guy. Sorry, Drummond. Isn't the time. There's the catapult. Come on. There you go. That's the way. Oh, yikes. I didn't know there was a catapult there. That may be new for this raised bonfire or whatever. I don't think there used to be one there. There are only 2 catapult landings in a normal playthrough. Oh, man. I don't know how that hit me. But okay. It does make it a little complicated when you have another summon in play. It's harder to actually read his moveset when he's switching between 2 targets. So I may have too much trouble with Drummond on my team there, and he also got him awake too early, but I'm just making excuses for my incompetence now, let's be honest. So yeah, it would be fun to start another Telltale game. The 2 I have in the pipe, say, are Tales from the Borderlands and Batman. He's definitely ready to go. I think I would have to download Wolf Among Us, but that would be a pleasure. And let's be honest, Alright, so I am not human, so I'm not seeing Captain Drummond's sign, but I'm just gonna do it without him for now. And see if I can get my souls back. So it is very, very nice that just the tiny surrounding guys out there, not even the giants themselves, have already given me over 8,000, over 10,000, over 11,000 souls. That is the real joy of this giant memory. There he goes. That's another 5,000. So I will have to get used to the new catapult scheme. I'm not sure how or why it changed. Here comes the giant head. It almost seems back to normal now, like maybe it is just the first time you come in. They give you a few extra catapult shots. May just be the case. That's the one that's really hard to watch out for, because he does like a backslash. Come on, lift one of your little feeties. That's the way. So if you can kind of memorize his pattern there, it's possible to do this without taking a hit, which becomes necessary at pretty much any higher bonfire ascetic. Pretty much cannot take a hit any harder than that at the moment. And now I have 200,000 souls. Really a very, very, very nice grinding technique. And my personal favorite. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright. So, now that you have killed the giant boss in there, he will not respawn again until you use another ascetic, but you can go in any time and have the catapults kill the other guys for an easy 20,000 or so. Get about 11,000 from the smaller guys and 5,000 something each from the two giants. So you can continue to grind it out at a lower level, or you can just press on and continue to ascetic the boss back, and you basically have all the souls you would need. So I'm going to jump back to Majula just briefly. And then we will quit out. Perhaps we can jump back to Shulva first, but then quit out after a little level up. I like that boss battle a lot, due to the simplicity of it. fact that it is possible. That's what I like about it. Everything else, completely impossible. So let's see what 200,000 will get me in the grand scheme of things. Likely not much at this point.
Until hope has...
Alright. I'm gonna take that to 13, just in case it helps us with Ava later. I would like those both up. Yes, let's try that. And here's something else I suppose we can try while we're in here. Last time I was gonna check this. So I have a Black Knight's Ultra Greatsword, which works very well with fire infusion, or whatever the word is. I suppose I will need a few more souls in order to pull it off. And I think I need to run to the infusion blacksmith, for that matter. Which is back at the Lost Bastille here. Macduff's workshop, there we go. Awesome. Just along for the ride. We will pick something here for sure. Ahoy hoy! And welcome aboard. I can't do one of those little morning whistle sounds, the hoo hoo hoo. I can't do that. I don't know how to make that sound. But if I could, I would hoo hoo you just all day.
I ought to fetch you. Flame.
I'm sorry. I think I should apologize for that. It's rather inappropriate. In some way. No one knows how exactly. Alright, let me use one of these. For a little spending money. Yes, that is the sound. Hoo-hoo! I just can't. I can't do it. It's like one of those things I'm completely blind to. In my vocal cords. Oh yes, absolutely. Happy to follow.
I ought to fetch flame.
I love how he keeps saying that, like, he makes you bring him an ember, and then he's like, I ought to fetch a new one. And it makes you think you're missing one. The entire game through, he says, yeah, I should fetch a new ember. And you're like, I haven't seen a new ember for you, man. And there is no other ember. They, like, took that out. Because everyone complained about it in the original Dark Souls. They were like, why are there so many different types of embers for all the blacksmiths? So they were like, fine, just use infusion gems. We'll make it simple. And now we're like, why aren't there more embers? We can't make up our mind. You know, consumers. Ugh. Alright, so I want to check this. I want to make it fire-based. And then I want you to reinforce it heavily for me. Is this possible? Is this something you'll do, Macduff? Just a little more. Just a touch.
I ought to fetch flame. Dear flame.
Okay. That should give us just a tiny edge. We're doing like a fine amount of damage against Ava, the king's pet, with this, but I'm hoping that the slightest advantage will really push it over the edge. Also going to unequip that to make myself slightly faster. Now that we're not in Shulva pushing buttons. And I suppose I should give this a shot as well before we quit out. Let me run back to Elaim Lois. Our dear Elaim Lois. The frozen city of long, long ago. Yeah, I liked embers myself. I liked finding them. I added the exploration element to it rather than just collecting a whole pile of infusion stones. I liked the original way, but I'm not complaining. Let me become human as well. Make sure I'm not. A peek at my hollow, lifeless eyes. But enough about me and my mirror here. Alright. We've got Glencore, we've got Steelheart Ellie. We've got a brand new swinging stick. Let's try this out. Come on. Picnic is this way. You don't come, we won't have any wine. Okay, Ava. I'm sorry we're back. I'm really sorry. Not the time. I've clearly got to get back into this. Should have cut it at 2. 2 swings was enough swings. Rats. Didn't make it. And dodge too early. That is fine. I am not quite on the right track yet, as you can obviously tell. I dodged one of those double swing moves, but I am clearly not tuned in. Let's try that again. With this sword, huge difference, like double the speed to get him down to half health. I think we can absolutely do it now. I just need to get back in there with my brain, or whatever's left of it. This is such a cool boss battle. I've really enjoyed. Like I said, I haven't played through these DLC sections yet, and it's been so fun to see some stuff I haven't seen before. And Ava's moveset is certainly something I haven't seen before. What a beast. Okay, I had the, oh, what's the word? Courtesy. I had the courtesy to die a little closer to the door. That was nice. Thanks, past me. 1-2 combo. Okay, so that was a rather unfortunate waste of a human effigy, but not much time. Back again. And always get more taffy later. Alright, so I need to make sure he's caught on to one of the other summons. Give them just a moment to speak with each other, and then I'll launch in. I appreciate that Glencour reminds me every time, in his very title, that though he may be helping me for his own purposes in these boss fights, I should not consider myself in charge of him. Good for you, Glencour. You set up those healthy boundaries in your working relationship. Oh, he's immediately going for a spell. I wish I had been closer to take advantage. Okay, catch on to someone else. There you go, catch on to someone else. Really at any time. Going way too early, out of fear. I need to wait for the swing. Gonna do an explosion, and when are you gonna do a spell? And when am I just gonna take it in the face? These are my questions. So close. Okay. Darn. If you miss the first one, it's pretty much impossible to catch the second. Ah, the double spell, and I'm nowhere close enough. That is a shame. That would have been such a good damage-dealing opportunity. If only. But hey, I distracted him long enough to get Masterless Glencour a little health back. I'll take it. I think he's gonna do one of those explosive things, so I'm backing off. Come on now. kill Glencore. Don't kill me either. I mean, don't kill any of us if you can help it. Oh, okay. Sure. So close every time. I know we can do it. There were many, many opportunities there where I could have gotten a hit in while Glencore was alive, and I was too afraid it was going to be an explosion. But it seems like there's quite a big lead up to that explosion, and I don't need to be as worried as I think I am. Or I think I do. However grammar works, I don't know. Let's waste one more. And thank you for bearing with me. It's just a very difficult boss. And good morning if I missed a new person. I cannot think of words right now. It's hard to think of words when you're MMA fighting against a tiger. But I can feel the tracks of my brain beginning to uncobweb themselves. With every death, I am learning. It's not going to help me any, but I am learning. That's what's important here. Alright, I'm gonna just run in here and take the hit. That'll be great. I didn't see in time that it was actually the spell I wanted. A dash. So close to being helpful. There's an explosion. Okay. Ice erupting from the ground. Fantastic. Another explosion. You seem desperate, Ava. Do you know what's about to happen? Sippy sippy. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, sure. I'm just gonna waste another one. Why not? Ah, needed it. Desperately. Come on, I really need Glencore alive. I need the double distraction. Come on now. Yikes. Now I'm in a little trouble with no Estus. But they still have some health. I'm hoping we can pull this off. After many, many tries. There we go. Ah. Time to breathe. Thank you, fellows. Steelheart, Masterless. Okay, let us see what's beyond. So I'm so sorry. I know I said we were going to move on to another game, but then I got excited about this possibility here. Perhaps we can make this a Dark Souls day, and I can start something new tomorrow. I will try to get my ducks in a row and figure it out there. But for now, we're making some good progress. Let's stick with it. And this is very interesting. All you could hear was Theoden screaming in your head, "Bring it down!" Ah, lovely bonfire. Thank you. I will touch you with my fingertips. Thank you, yes, and I will rest at you in order to restore my Estus. Give me just 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, Liam Lois, what else do you have for us? Goodies? Treats? Goodies and treats? Wow, that's amazing. spacious. I don't suppose I could steal a business card for whatever architect you used here. This is lovely.
Father could be bested.
Yeah, I had that same question myself. Oh, no one of importance.
Is barren. Cursed by the old chaos.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Good to see you there.
To atrocities. And the people fled in fear. Until our Lord, the Ivory King, came.
The Ivory King. Well, that's awesome. So it desperately sounds like this is the continuation of the Bed of Chaos. Whereas in the olden days of original Dark Souls, it was a living flame of chaos. Now it has become other things. These icy tendrils of chaos. Or maybe it is that the Ivory King froze the chaotic fire in place magically, and it is both fire and ice? I'm not sure. I'm not George R.R. Martin. I don't know how to answer these questions.
My dear Lord, a most true king. It was with his magnificent soul that he built Aleum Lois.
Oh, so he's the architect. Okay.
Contained the spread of chaos. But the chaos would not be sated, and the king gave his own soul. Inevitably, the king was drained of vigor and plunged into the chaos's heart. Aleum Lois was frozen in time, its leader lost. I remain here to contain the chaos, honoring my lord's wishes. Perhaps one day he will return. There is nothing here save that accursed flame. I have
Interesting. And what is that?
that my dear lord might be freed from that unspeakable chaos.
Oh, sure. That sounds fair.
I haven't strength to help him myself, but perhaps one such as you. Though I
One such as
may
you carrying a swinging stick as such.
Will you lend me your strength?
Well, of course I will. That's what I'm here for.
Kind visitor, I thank
Who would
you.
say no to that? Hi, I've been holding back a demonic bed of chaos for, 6,000 years now, and my husband died fighting it, and I've been all alone and sad,
All you can.
and I'm in constant agony every second of the day. Will you help me? No. I'm gonna go eat cheese nips. Oh, fantastic. The winds of Aleum Lois have ceased. I wonder if that's what was catching our torch before.
Lured into the chaos.
Sorry, I thought we were done. Ahem.
One of them returned. The king's dutiful subjects waited patiently for his homecoming.
We all waited patiently for homecoming, and it was worth it.
They wait to bear
Love that Tom Holland.
the knights of Aleum Lois await a new leader. One who will guide
The
them
knights await a new leader. Interesting. Does that mean I will get story-based help for this?
many of Aleum, but not one the king, but
Okay,
the knight.
yeah.
One
Yeah, no, we heard that. No, thank you. Okay, yes, I will help. Yes, I would like a sweater, if you have one. Huh. Interesting. So we have one night with 4 chairs, as if to say, you can make this fight easier if you find the other 4 knights, but how would I do that? I guess the winds have ceased. So perhaps, a new passageway has opened, and I will find some knights. This is a completely random guess. But yeah, like this ice column was blocking this chest before. And now it's gone. I bet there are many, many others scattered around here. Let's take a look. Alright, we got a shield. It's not a knight, but I'll take it. A lot calmer out here. It actually looks like the snowstorm has ended. And so I am assuming we could get a torch now and go back to that door we found that was all strange and Assassin's Creed-y. I'm just gonna scooch on back through the boss arena here. Don't pay any attention to me, just scooching on through. I still get quite icy, apparently. It's still cold. Oh yeah, we never did come back down here either. This is where there was a broken lever and a thing full of coffins had crashed down, blocking the path. Now we can get in here to the chest. Now it's just my little tootsies that are cold. And they too have come back to normalcy. Now I am a fully warm person again. Warm enough to climb this ladder. What is this voice I'm doing? Who is this old-timey, like, museum curator voice? I didn't ask for this. Oh, that sounds awesome. The North Warder set. I gotta go set up my North Wards. Alright. So I think I tried to take it from this torch before. This is where we first found out that there is a wind that prevents torchery. But no such wind now. Fantastic. However, I do believe there is a much closer torch I should have used. I have a bad feeling that now that the wind is gone, they will, start to get aggressive, but that was technically just murder. So I should probably cool it. Cool my jets. Much easier to see out here without the storm raging. Just ask Elsa. Oh no, she wanted the storm to rage. I'm getting confused. Because see, the cold... No, I'm done. There it is. The chat had my back. As always. This is why I love you guys. Hey. I thought we were friends. Just because I murdered your other compatriot doesn't mean we're not friends, right? broken something? Can't figure out what that one icon is up there. I can't figure it out to such an extent it's making me sneeze. Ahem. I'm fine now. It's just dusty, I'm sure. Okay. So, the one bad thing about that is that and you're awake. The ice columns that used to be in this courtyard were protecting you from the ranged spells. And they are no longer. So there are upsides and downsides to ceasing the winds of Eleum Lois. Okay. You got me. Yikes. Stuck in a bad spot there. Okay. So this guy was trapped before. And now he's just dead. He's no longer trapped, but I don't think I'm seeing anything else in here. Really be sipping before it gets any worse. Alright, nothing here, I'm assuming. And he is out of here. Alright. So there was an ice column in front of this door previously. This is a new path that is open to us. Fantastic. However, I think I'm too curious about this torch door up here. Let's see if I can find my way back there first. Lest I kill my cat. With curiosity. Nothing sinister. Oh, yikes. Okay. Just gonna take some precautions. Oh no, I'm missing quite a conversation here. Let me catch up. You missed it, but you have heard distant rumors, whispers in the night of risky but fun. Oh yeah. That's gonna be a hard one to explain to the authorities for sure. Yeah, I have nothing. Oh, hey guys. Let's make this fair now. Let's not make this wildly unfair. Okay. So I do believe, instead of going, oh, hey, that guy actually has a torch. Now that the wind has died down, he definitely didn't before. That's fantastic. So he might have been able to help me there. I shouldn't have been so hasty. He was likely a friend at that point. Now that he's not shivering and shivering away. This is a very effective paddling sword. I think you're right. That's gonna be a paddling. The other one's so sleek, it could only be for slicing. But this one, oh yeah. I'm not sure why I said it that way. So yes, last time we went all the way back to the original bonfire there. Oh, let me take this guy out. Or he could take me out too, whatever's easiest. I'm not picky. And you. Hello. Okay. Oh, that scared me. There's a ghostly figure coming through the doorway. Run! Run for your lives! Let us see what this door does. Oh, the door does what doors do. When the doors do their duty. For the Duke. Are these classic Danny Kaye references landing with anyone? Anyone catching these Danny Kaye references? The vessel with the pestle has the poison, while the chalice from the palace holds the brew that is true. It's about all the references I can remember. Okay. Once again, extra precautions for no reason. Hey. Is that a flexile sentry? In these parts? Why, I can't believe it. Not since the watery basement of the Sinner's Rise have I seen such a flexile sentry as this. No, come back. I want to burn you. Seems difficult. Difficult in such a tight area. Oh, it's not as if the No Man's Wharf flexile sentry wasn't. I just wish there was a doorway I could wedge him into. Shouldn't have gone for something with such a long lead-up time. That was dangerous. Okay. So yeah, let's never rest at a bonfire again to prevent him from coming back. Oh, now there's a dark thought. If you kill one torso, does the other also die, or... Oh, good, and there's a second one. Well, that's fun for me. That's a fun fact to know for the kids. I'm not emotionally devastated by that knowledge or anything. It's fine. So this is going to be tricky, no matter how you literally slice it. No, they've discovered me. Good plan, guys. Good plan. Just snow shovel my way to victory. Hi. Okay. Nice. A couple of human effigies to make up for how many I wasted on Ava. Who I keep wanting to call Rava. Because I'm just, too much in love with the Legend of Korra to not do that. So yeah, I really don't want to fight that guy. How do I get up to that door, though? Is my question. Garrison Ward. Must come in handy. Somewhere. Some way. Aha! This must be where you're supposed to wedge them. As advertised. Fantastic. And there's nothing else to pick up down there. Question mark, question mark? I don't believe so. Oh, poison. Well, that would be a good plan. Oh, that'd be a great plan. Thanks, random message from a stranger. Where are my ranged weapons? Oh yeah. This is gonna be like a summer vacation. Fair enough. There you go. Sir? I'm going to need you to hold still for a moment. Oh, come on. Chase me into the little crevasse. Cannot seem to actually hit him enough to start the poison. You need to, like, similar to how you can take a few poison hits. You need to get them started on it. And, well, I just don't know how. There, it finally kicked off. He must have been close. There you go. Give him another one, just in case. And then we wait. And here's a flexile sentry I prepared earlier. Come back here and let me poison you, you fiend! This is really not exciting. However, I am so desperately close to killing him now that I feel like it would be a shame to stop. I have no pyromancies. I think he's just intentionally wasting my arrows now. Okay, let's try that. Sorry for how long that took, goodness. But now we have fully cleared the cave. And can hold ourselves in the high esteem of only people who have fully cleared the cave. So we got some sort of key. A warden key or something. Garrison? That is sure to help. Eventually. Are these old faulty towers references landing with it? So I'm not sure where else there may be new paths opened in the snow. We definitely have that elevator we can head back towards. I'm very curious where this key will come into play. Make sure I can't talk to these people. Some of them are seemingly still passive, and I'm unsure why. Oh, he looks large. Okay. Tinkle on down to the underworld for me. Thank you much. Alright, lots of treasure. Lots of treasure that used to be frozen. It's a new ad campaign for Stofers, if you want to pursue it. That's my gift to you. Ah, Stofers. Tiny, delicious treasures that used to be frozen. It's weird that you're up there. How did you get up there? That looks like it could need a key. Whatever that gate is down there. I'm not sure how I would make my way. This elevator does go down. Perhaps it's that way. So yes, let us continue. We'll try to clear the pre-bonfire new areas first. And then we'll know that we can start from the second bonfire and move forward, looking for other things I missed. Stofers, come touch our icy boxes. Yeah, that's a pretty good one, too. Oh, okay. Those look spiky. And deeply unpleasant. But also adorable. Oh, hey guys, you're super cute. You're super cute and I love you, I just don't want to die. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. That's the most damage I've ever seen a thing do. Even just, like, hitting them hurts you a little if you get in melee range. That's rather unfortunate. I also realizing I'm doing this all human with 108,000 souls on the line. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure I shouldn't have gone back to Majula ages ago to prevent tragedy. Oh, just even one of these guys could fillet me like an unfortunate goose. Yikes. There's so much damage, I don't even think Flex Seal could seal it. Okay, Hexer Nikolai. If you think this is the appropriate time to come into play and start throwing lightning around, well, okay. I personally don't share this view. Yes, that's really unfortunate. He's got me with some sort of slowness field. Similar to the old stone giants of Ulasil. Oh, that was close. Come on, porcupine. Stop it. Yeah, I would say it's at risk. What with all these chances I've been taking. Okay. Let's briefly switch back to this. Any port in a storm? Hexer Nikolai, have you brought weird wintry friends with you? Poke, poke, and hilt smash. That's my plan. Okay, who else wants to kill me? Anybody? Albert? Nikolai? Sure. spellcaster up there, apparently. And some sort of reinforced porcupine? Some sort of buffed porcupine. Okay. Well, I would really like to get a sip in if it's okay with you. However, I don't have anything to sip, so I'm just gonna keep crushing gems. Like Thanos. Ah, I almost put my face right in the middle of that. Kind of like when the weatherman in your local area, weather person, tells you that there's going to be a tornado and you should seek shelter immediately, and you immediately go outside and look for the tornado. I'm like, oh, I'm going to put my face in it first. Or maybe that's just me. There's an awful lot of demands that I use the feather to keep my 100,000 souls, which would be the smart thing to do. Would be very, very intelligent and wise. I'm out here gambling. I suppose you want to just nip right off the edge there, yeah? Just, easy does it. So that we could be on some equal footing, no? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Oh, come on. You almost had it. Oh, it chickens out every once in a while. Just like I do. That's fair. That took a lot longer than I hoped, but finally successful. Okay, now I can get this chest. As long as it's not a mimic. It's gonna be a mimic, isn't it? Let's see if there's anybody over here. Trying to be a little bit extra careful under the circumstances. There we go. Ha 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 ha. I'm so relieved I've begun to laugh like a madman. Okay. We did it. We're gonna repair. We're gonna get our things back. Okay. Well, I'm happy. Sorry to, extend that for so long. But we did it. That's not gonna help. Back to Estes. There we go. The souls were never part of the deal. I have altered the deal. Okay, yes, I will take this advice. And I'm sorry, so sorry, that you have had to shout it at me so many times before I have taken it. I will run back to Majula briefly and spend these souls. I will alter your face! Okay. So what do we need? I suppose I should even out some of those other sundries to 26, if possible. Vigor and vitality. Lovely stuff. And while I'm at it, why not another adaptability? Use all the rolling frames I can get my hands on. Thank you very much for bearing with me there. So sorry. I appreciate the wise advice. I don't know why I was on such a... Let's kill all the sorcerers over and over again. Fine. That's why I need you here. Okay. I'm curious if any of the other bosses we have fought had any armor. I think it's only bosses that are like roughly your same size. So Ava likely does not have any contributions. Yes, yes, yes. Nothing new. But worth a check. And probably worth a peek at the map to see if Ava is showing up on it. But I don't know if the DLC bosses count. Doesn't look like it. Alright. I'm still human, too. Jeez. Lower garrison. Awesome. I think this is where I need to be, then. I'm looking for where to use that garrison key we got from behind the torch doors, because that seems like such a cool secret thing. So I'm hoping we can find at least that door before I have to quit out for the day. It is almost time for coffee. As you can tell by my lethargic boot motions. So I'm assuming we may need to go this way. The other staircase is broken, and that just seems to be a huge gate. May require a mechanism. Hi? Welcome? I trust you so little, I can't even begin to tell. Could I just sneak around to your back for a second? I just want to show you something on your back. Oh, I just don't trust that guy. Never seen a white phantom like that, I don't think, who's not like a summoned player. But I definitely didn't summon a player. If I expose my back to you, do you take advantage of me? I have no idea. Miscreant ahead. So maybe I should just start swinging. Still pretty cool with it. Dodged my sword swing, so he didn't technically come to blows. There we go. Yeah. That's what he was waiting for all day. What an interesting gentleman. You don't trust me? Why, you have sullied the name of Turncoat Betrayman, sir. All right. Let's see if Turncoat Betrayman is there every time. It's very good I didn't go up there with 100,000 souls in my pocket, ready for him to spill out of me. Hey, buddy. Oh, and then he's just gonna run for it. Run for the hills. Where is he hiding? Waiting to pierce me? Oh, Turncoat. Mr. Betrayman, sir. That is weird. He's just disappeared. Huh. Well, this is what I was hoping for. A nice big lever for the gate. And I suppose we can, drop down, though that may get a porcupine on our tail. I'd hate to have that. Okay, let's get out of here. And so the player character came across another cave. Hello and welcome. Welcome to cave number, I don't know how many at this point. Turncoat Betrayman. Ah. This is going to be a recurring theme, isn't it? I had completely forgotten. I had given up on him chasing me into the cave and was not looking behind me. What a mistake. And yet, it fills me with such joy that there's just some jerk out there hiding. So I wonder if I don't go that way up that staircase, is he still in play or will he leave me alone? Now I'm paranoid. I have to put a little mirror on my helmet. I don't have a good feeling about any of this ice. Monster ahead, yeah. Whoa, that's a big thing. Looks kind of like the covetous demon from Earthen Peak. That looks like a tail weapon. Okay, yeah. Should have gotten out of there. I wonder if the door we seek is just beyond. This covetous demon. Why are you so covetous? If you want the armor or weapon that I'm using against you, well, I'll happily purchase it for you. No need to be so covetous. It's pretty much lesson 1 of Dark Souls. Watch out for the tail. I was doing lesson 2 of Dark Souls, which is try to cut off the tail. And that's what got me into trouble. I like the little sound he makes on the ice, like a little swooshing. It's very pleasant. Oh, he just wants love. He just wants a hug. No, no, no. See if there's any fire weakness in play. Doesn't really seem to be. But it is doing something. Okay, time to grab these and stop messing around. Ah, the twofer. He got me. I love that turnaround animation. Flop, flop, flop. So I don't want to be at his tail. I don't want to be at his side. It seems like facing him head on is kind of the best option because he just sort of leaps at you. And miss. Ah, caught me. All right, my sweet little cherub. You rest easy in the cave now. Ivory Warrior Ring. That sounds like something important. Vaguely important. Attacks greatly reduce enemy stamina. Well, that sounds awesome. I may try that out, actually. So when is the old backstab McPiercy gonna jump back in here? So many porcupines. Okay. Hello? I beat your demon. Is there anyone in this cave? Yeah, there are misty-looking players that are other actual player characters that are just, you're seeing them in their reality because Drangleic is shifty in time, sort of thing. And then there's people that look exactly the same that are actual enemies. So thank you very much for the warning. I think most of these guys are ghosts of other actual players, and not harmful, but you can never be too sure. Thanks, Dark Souls 2. So this must be the other side of one of these. Yes, perfect. So it's to the left and down below this bridge by that bonfire. We can now get through here. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. Okay, my apologies. I was wondering about that too, like if you're actually seeing them in real time, those ghosts. Excuse me. Like if they wave at you, would you be able to see it, and vice versa? I'm not sure. I've always been curious if you could give someone a, bit of encouragement through the void there. So I think this is the way. If not, we'll go the other path. Awful lot of blood stains. Maybe this is not the way. This may be the way back to the Covetous Demon. Yes, I think it is. So we'll try the other one. I left at the wrong time and got myself turned around. I'm still looking for where to use that key. It seems like we're in the garrison section. Okay, so we have a couple of porcupines and some golems. Man, those do so much damage. Ah, come on. And he's in play. Kind of wondering if his soul doesn't just transition to the next one and the next one if you're fighting him in that arena. Ah, darn. Missing these guys. Thank you for taking pity on me, Porcupine. You could have made that a lot harder than it was. Ah, I thought I got it. Thought I dodged. He just sucked the life out of me. Okay. That is a long delay. sure if I want to kill him in amongst his other golem friends here. Is there nowhere to go? There. There's where to go. Whew. Ah. Yeah, I must be on the other side of the, broken bridge. So we've made it all the way around to the last, building, I think, that's visible from the start. If you don't mind, just go ahead and die. Thank you. Okay, so let's hope that this is what we have been after here. It's all been leading to this. And now that I say things like that, I will die to these porcupines. Having built up the suspense, did all these bloodstains also die to the porcupines, or am I in for some trouble here? Oh, I'm in for a twin load of trouble. Yikes. So poinky. Poinky and pointy and pokey all at the same time. So poinky. It was a lovely somersault. I really enjoyed it. Now die. What was that sound? Okay. Okay. Bad boy. That's a paddlin'. I'm very glad I heard him coming and did not get knocked off the cliff there. Which is likely what happened in the adjacent reality. If only they hadn't been so poinky. So, is this finally the gate? The door of my dreams? That I worked so hard to carry that torch about 15 feet for? I don't know if it is. Didn't say it used a key. Oh hey, there's one of those guys. With the super tall duck helmets. So I'm assuming I now have two. That is fantastic. There were two other chairs. There must be 4 total. And yet, I did not use my garrison key. Nor my knowledge of Garrison Keeler. I don't have any other knowledge but that. Strange. Ooh, is this a little snowball? Snowball action? Oh, that's fantastic. Well, that's just a little treat. Does it actually make a... Ah. I think it might actually make a bridge, too. I shouldn't have thought I was safe sliding down there. I was like, yeah, it'll be all pillowy and snowy. I'm like, nah, that's not a thing in Dark Souls. But I think I should be able to get across pretty easily now. And let me go to this one to check that. I don't want to go all the way around. I had way too much fun with that snowball. That was awesome. It's like something out of Breath of the Wild. Okay. So despite the fact that we have not used our key, I think we can probably call it good for today. There are over 2 hours of your time I have wasted on my shenanigans. I do hope some of it has been fun / worthwhile. Just a touch of it. Today, you live. You're welcome. But wait. Today you die. So yeah, apparently as soon as you pass by any of those now, they are no longer succumbing to the winds of Ilium Lois and will stab you in either butt cheek. They don't really have a preference. Sometimes it's left, sometimes it's right, sometimes they go sideways and get both. Really hate it when they go sideways and get both. So I am wondering if this bridge is now intact because of our snowy endeavors. Huh? And if I can perhaps just get through there enough to grab my souls and get out of here. Azal's staff. I should go back and check that. See who Azal is in the grand scheme of things. That was desperately close to killing me. Alright. Souls will be at the top of the mountain. After all the porcupines, I guess. That's a bit of a shame. And we're done. That was an awesome session. Thank you so much for bearing with me through Ava and all of the frozen stabbing of cheeks. I really, really appreciate it. And I guess we will be back to look for the other 2 knights soonish. I think we can now continue from that second bonfire and move onward. I'm assuming we will find them there. It looks like we pretty much took care of that further garrison. And I will have to look for where that key is. Still. You're freaking me out, man. All right. Thank you very, very much for bearing with me. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday, or whatever day it happens to be when you come upon this. And I will see you next time. Thank you very, very much.